I'm working on feed.io, which is a WebSocket-based like chat server or communication system that basically sorts content into feeds as a main way of organizing what you're talking about and doing. And it's meant for like a group of people that just want to quickly use something like an IRC server to communicate and mainly talk about like technical things, because one of the main features is syntax highlighting. So that's what I just said, to organize your conversations. And so I'm using Socket.io, Node.js, and then for the front end, Backbone.js. And one of the main things with this project was just learning Socket.io and using it for something like this. Chat server is a really common thing to use Socket.io for, just because it's two-way communication. Yeah, so I'm sort of modeling it after WebIRC having channels or rooms that you can connect to, and then emit messages in, and then I'm including some modern features that like Facebook chat uses, and I don't think IRC really uses, like read receipt and condensing chats together instead of having the same person have multiple posts in a row, and then new features like the feeds and syntax highlighting and some other things. So far, I've implemented the chat server with separated channels, feeds and hashtagging, links and code are all working. Hashtagging creates a new feed, and syntax highlighting works. It can recognize the type of the language the code is in fairly well, depending on the length of the snippet. The longer, the higher the accuracy is. And then I have gravitars, a read receipt, and a back end, so that later on I can work on search or different things that rely on saving data. The problems I may have are speed. I kind of hacked it together, so I'm not sure how efficient it is right now, but there's a lot of stuff I can move to the back end if I need to. Because to split data into feeds, I do a lot of string analysis or manipulation, which can get slow. And then syntax highlighting is working, but it could be better, so I'm going to look into ways to make that better. And then CSS is, I can't do CSS, the front is just...
Right on. You understand.
Okay, so what's next is fixing problems, some search-related features, history-related features, permalinks to specific posts. So if you have a post, you can load up the link, and it loads up the part of the chat that the context link is in, and yeah, that sort of thing. So I have a demo. I don't know what the app looks like on this resolution, but so I have a basic little, not really login. You're not logging in. It's just taking a username down in an email to use for a gravatar. So if I do my name. Yeah, the browser's not. Alright, so you can join any room. So for this, it would be RCOS. And I can post whatever I want. And anyone can join, go to this link if you want to post your stuff.
Go for it, please. Remember, it's on videos.
I do need people to spam it so I can show why it's useful. And I don't know if it'll be slow or not, but this is where I'll find out.
Oh, work on mobile? Yeah.
I mean, the website, yeah. Alright. So can everyone start spamming it? It is the default little gravatar logo.
It's broken on Internet Explorer.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah. You're doing it wrong. So what does it do? Is it just blank?
You're a developer.
It doesn't, it redirects back to the home page. Like
Oh, no, you have to, there's another bug, you have to log in twice sometimes.
Gotta double punch. I want it.
So for code, for syntax highlighting, you have to use the delimiters, what is this called? Back comma? 3 back commas or on each side of the code block. I think that's the markdown syntax for code. Yeah, and so if you look at that, and you click on code over here, yeah, so I've added CSS, so the browser's too narrow, but it's supposed to be, the 2 feeds are supposed to be next to each other. So you have this other feed that is loading whatever you click on. So code brings up code, dope brings up dope. So if I'm just like, if I have some random link, google.com/whatever, I think it kind of broke.
Very good.
Yeah, I don't know. I also have Roku. I don't know like their limits for connections. It could be that too. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's me. So if you post a link, it should go to the links feed as well. And what that does is it lets you keep track of your links, even if there's tons of people in the chat spamming it and really making it, the content just go away really quickly. You can go to links. It's the back comma. I forget what it's called. Not
Backtick?
Backtick, yeah. And it has syntax highlighting in the other feed, which on my screen is below. But it should be next to it. The idea is to have them both next to it.
So, is it also LinkedIn code? It has the,
yeah, it uses code tags as well.
Before you start.
And then everyone connected is on the side. Currently there's no way to disconnect, so it's just whenever the socket closes, it'll get rid of someone from the side. But yeah, as you can see, like the front end of the web app is like a problem for me because I'm not good at CSS. But the idea was to have 2 feeds next to each other. One is the main one, one's whatever is open.
So can you see the syntax highlighting?
It's just, can someone post a code snippet? I already did. You already did? Okay. Yeah. What? 3 backticks before and after the snippet. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, sorry. Here's a code snippet. And if I inspect it.
Password. There's no password, so we're just logging in with other people.
What is it? Oh, it's just so you can read it. If you post code on IRC, it's like make code.
Oh, I see.
So this code is being evaluated as a list, and I think it's probably schema, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean that's basically the same. So it's pretty accurate if the code block's big.
So it figures out what code?
It counts how many different like tokens it can find, and the highest number wins. So that's Highlight JS doing that, and that's what it does. And I think there may be a better alternative, but that's what I've implemented so far.
What's the slight problem? It looks like C preprocessor directives are getting interpreted as
Comment?
or as defining channels.
This is evaluated as Perl. This is being evaluated as Perl, or syntax highlighted as Perl. So that's why.
It looks like
But I mean that for the, what are they called, things at the bottom with the,
those include our hashtag brackets. We have hashtags and brackets in there.
there's,
Well, these are hashtags that are different feeds. So.
but include and define.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, so this
It's a really
Cache day.
channel.
this brings up whatever the header is. And links use a regular expression that just puts them into the links feed. But links would work as well.
Wait, so how do you,
There's my guy.
post a link?
You can just post a link, it'll go to links.
Because I posted like, I don't think you can set that. You can't-
Oh, I don't wrap it in A tags.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tag it.
And then-
I just haven't.
Are you just going to use for a lower posted pictures?
Yeah, another thing would be sorting like files or pictures into feeds, or just displaying the pictures and then
What about one? Giving you the URL.
yeah, and there's ways of doing it, it's just there's like so many other problems I have, so I have more there. I think mainly organizing the front end to actually work properly would be a good start. But yeah, anyone have any questions? Or ideas or comments as to what's wrong with it? Alright, thank you guys.